Best in C launched the Educator Innovation Plan in 2015. Leveraging the business community's unique talent perspective, Best in C looked closely at the puzzle of North Carolina's stagnant education system, breaking apart each piece and reimagining how they could all fit together, while adding a couple that were lost along the way. All so that North Carolina's future students had the ability to form a much different picture. As business leaders, tracking that progress is important. And, like many innovators, we like to use Rogers' Innovation Adoption Curve to monitor the implementation and adoption of these innovations. So, naturally, this is how we track the progress of each piece of the Educator Innovation Plan. Let's take a look at how each of these initiatives are progressing. The first piece of the Educator Innovation Plan puzzle was increasing students' access to high-quality educators. But how? Well, we noticed that many of our novice teachers often had the same classrooms, if not more difficult ones, than their more experienced peers. But even though they were right next door, the system was designed to keep teachers in their separate classrooms, unable to ask for or give meaningful help. Why? After all, you'd never give a new paralegal the lead on the most complex case your firm has. And you'd never ask a resident surgeon to perform a difficult operation alone on their first day. So why would we expect teachers to do the equivalent? The education system needed a strategic staffing solution. That's why, in 2016, Best in C helped launch the Advanced Teaching Roles Initiative, which not only removed the barriers between classrooms and gave students access to an effective educator, novice teachers got the support they needed, and their mentors gained access to embedded professional advancement opportunities and higher pay, up to $20,000 more a year. Not only that, effective ATR schools have higher growth scores and lower turnover than non-ATR schools, meaning students benefited from teams of teachers who had more experience and support. And with nearly 20% of all schools in North Carolina implementing ATR, there are thousands of teachers in advanced roles that keep them in the classroom where they want to be. This means distributed leadership across the school building, which not only empowers teachers, but also allows principals to focus on their role as an executive with a strategic vision. The goal? For ATR to be professional practice in all schools by 2035. The next piece of the puzzle was school leadership. Initiatives like ATR won't work without a great leader in each school. But the old principal preparation pipeline created a vicious cycle that relied on ambitious teachers who had limited amounts of two things: time and money. As a result, those teachers wound up self-selecting into programs that therefore had to be two things: fast and cheap. Well, if there's one thing that business leaders know, it's that good salesmen don't always make good managers. That's why management identifies, promotes, and supports the employees with the right skills and temperament for leadership. And we don't expect our rising stars to pay for their own leadership training either. Under the new NCPFP, every principal candidate is recruited and vetted by district leadership for a fully funded spot at one of the state's top 8 principal preparation programs. Those programs receive NCPFP status based on those recruits' performance. The only requirement for NCPFP graduates? To work in the state of North Carolina, the state they already know best. So, in the end, everyone wins. Students with principals who graduated from the NCPFP benefit from a strategic vision that understands the specific needs of their community. And more than 700 candidates have graduated from the new NCPFP, recruiting more than 40% of North Carolina's annual principal need. The goal? To prepare 70% of North Carolina's school leadership by 2035, which means we're already over halfway there. Another challenge to address was the constant need for substitute teachers in classes like math and science. It was clear that a missing piece from the puzzle was an intentional teacher recruitment campaign. So, in 2018, Best in C launched Teach in C,
North Carolina's one-stop shop for becoming a teacher. That includes a media campaign, access to personalized one-on-one coaching from real teachers and licensure experts, financial aid, and even North Carolina's very first teacher jobs board.
By simply removing barriers to information and support, Teach and See has recruited more than 9,700 teacher candidates who want to teach in classrooms across the state. In just the first 3 years, Teach and See exceeded its goal to be a major contributor to the teacher pipeline and became a fully funded state initiative. And while there are always more partnerships and opportunities to expand, Teach and See is about as close to 100% implementation as it can get. The goal? To continue adapting to meet the needs of North Carolina's future educators. And that's a start, but there's still a ways to go. That's why, a decade in, we're sharing with you that even though the Educator Innovation Plan has changed the educational experience of hundreds of thousands of students and educators in North Carolina, there are still so many more to reach. But moving a public bureaucracy of this size can't be done overnight. It can't even be done in a decade. That's why the business community is here for the long run. When business leaders invest in Best in See, you're making a commitment to your neighborhood, your community, your state, and to the generations of North Carolinian students to come. Sound like a plan? Well, we can do this. Because remember, first in freedom, first in flight. Join us, and together, let's make North Carolina first in education too.